welcome back to Old Star Boys people.
Remember to subscribe,
like,
and hit the bell.
Hit the bell, guns.
One more time. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the bell.
Now let me do it.
Okay.
Like, and hit the bell, people.
Hey everybody, welcome back. I am doing a second raw feeding video just to go over a few more things in detail for those who may not have seen the first video. I'm going to link the first video down in the description so you can watch it as well, and let's get started. Okay guys, this is going to be an extra video to add to our raw feeding video as a way to just to answer any more questions that anybody might have. So I'm at Walmart, and I know in my last video we used chicken liver as our organ meat, but I'm at Walmart right now and I wanted to show you some other options. So this is their fresh chicken livers. You can see it's $1.73 for this, and it's a little over a pound. And you feed so little organ meat that like this will last me for almost the whole week. We have 5 dogs now, so it may not last me as long. I'll have to do a little experiment on that. I also got some beef liver, and it is a little over a pound for $2.55, so it's a little bit more expensive than chicken, but again, this will last me forever. I also today got some beef tripe, and tripe comes from the stomach lining, so it's another really great organ meat, and you run less chance of them getting any kind of my hair. Liver can sometimes give them a little diarrhea, where you won't run into that with the tripe. The tripe is a little more expensive. It is $2.68 a pound, and the package I got is almost 4.5 pounds. So it's $11.95. They also have some over here in the frozen section. They have some beef tripe that's already cut into big chunks. It's 4 pounds for $8.74. So that's actually a better deal, but I prefer to buy the fresh. I don't know why, I just do. Pig feet, we have pig feet here. That's something you can give to your dogs as well. It's not an organ, but it could just be like a little extra treat for them. Those are frozen, and they are $4.86 for 2 pounds worth. And then we have these frozen beef livers over here, which would probably be easier to cut, and they're not as big, not as messy. These are $2.48 for 1 pound. So I'm gonna stick with the $2.24 a pound that I already have. Also, I'm looking for the bags of chicken leg quarters. I do not want boneless, skinless, so let's go around on the other side. I just want to show you guys the prices on this stuff, because with 5 dogs now, we're feeding a little over 8 pounds of total meat per day on all 5 of them. Oh my, there's an entire pig head for 79 cents at Walmart, you guys. I've never in my life. I wouldn't even know what to do with that. Anyway, as I was saying, we're feeding a little over 8 pounds a day now. And we have actually done the math. So we've actually done the math. Sorry, my phone just told me it's about to die. We've done the math, and we used to feed Victor dog food, and if I do the math on what we would have to feed to be able to feed Victor for an entire month versus feeding Raw for an entire month, we are actually saving a crap ton of money. So right now I'm just looking for my chicken leg quarters so I can show you guys how much they are. But right now all I'm seeing is boneless, skinless, thighs, tenderloins, and breasts, and we don't want that. We want the we want all of that. So let's see, what is this? These are just thighs. We don't want that. I want a whole leg quarter. I normally shop at H-E-B. I just happen to be at Walmart today. So we got turkey wings and chicken wings, but I'm just not seeing what I need. Where are the chicken leg quarters? H-E-B has them in these giant bags, 10-pound bags. So let's see. Y'all know how it is when you go to a new Walmart. It's not your normal Walmart, and you have no idea where anything is. So I'm totally lost right now. Trying not to get in anybody's way. All right, let's see. Drumsticks. I'm just not finding what I need. I may have to stop and ask an employee. Oh, that was a terrible face. I'm gonna go look back in the chicken section one more time. When I find it, I will turn the camera back on and show y'all the price on it. So give me just 1 minute. Okay guys, I finally found it. It was like right in front of my face the whole time. So we have right here at Walmart, $4.48. If y'all can see that. Let's see. $4.48 for a whole 10-pound bag. So I'm gonna grab as many of these as I can because I feed almost an entire bag a day. But at $4.48 for 10 pounds, it actually still comes out cheaper than any of your really good dog foods. Because with dog food, the cheaper it is, the lower your calorie count is, and the vitamins just aren't the same. So you end up having to feed more to get them the nutrition that they need. So I'm gonna grab 5 of these for $4.48 a bag. And I already have some sweet potatoes and other vegetables at home, so for today this is all I'm gonna get as far as raw feeding supplies go. And it's not expensive at all. When I get up to the counter, I will turn the camera back on again and show you guys my total. So, see you in a bit. Okay, so I almost forgot that I have learned some more about what to feed your dog when you're feeding raw. So, rolled oats, or like old-fashioned oats, uncooked. It has a lot of health benefits. It's fairly cheap. You know, right here I can get 18 ounces for $1.76 at Walmart. The big giant one is $2.33. Now, here's your benefits. Okay, so your whole grain rolled oats has a lot of iron, or it has a lot of fiber in it. So that's going to help with their poop. It's going to make it more, how should I say this? It's going to make it firmer and more compact, easier to clean up. It also contains a lot of B vitamins that are really, really good for your dog. There's calcium and potassium in it, a little bit of iron. All of that helps your dog. You want to be careful of how much you give them, because it does have a lot of carbohydrates in it, which can lead to other issues. So you only want to add like 1 to 2 tablespoons to their meal. It also has a lot of biotin in it, which is going to help you get that really shiny, healthy coat that you want. It just adds several benefits to helping your dog with their digestion, their fiber intake. They do need a little bit of carbohydrate, but not a lot. That will help balance blood sugar. But as you know, I also add cinnamon to help with blood sugar control. If you have an older dog, you really want to be careful with it, because it can absorb some of the moisture in their stomachs and lead to dehydration if you overdo it on the oats. So I want to stress to you, only need 1 to 2 tablespoons in their meal for the rolled oats. But again, it's another really easy to find product in the grocery store. It's cheap and it has a lot of benefits. Okay, so I scanned just what was for the dogs, and my total is $38.63. Now that is going to last me. The shipping is going to last about a minute. Let's see if we can choose something. The chicken's going to last about a week. And the other ingredients are going to last me way longer than a week for $30. Now, 1 bag of Victor, which would only last me, I don't know, less than 10 days, costs me $50, 42 something. So, like I said before, it actually comes out a lot cheaper. So, I'm gonna cut this off and finish checking out. Okay, so we're back from the store, and I have all of my ingredients set out here that I'm going to use today. A few of them are different than the last video, but just keep in mind, everything I used in the last video, everything I use today, a lot of this is like interchangeable. So, the first thing I want to talk about though is apple cider vinegar with Mother. I don't put this in their food every day, but we do put this in their water. We have this big, like 5-gallon jug that the dogs all drink out of throughout the day. And we have a large 7-gallon tub outside for when they're outside. I put 4 to 6 tablespoons in each of those every time I change it out. But if you're doing smaller bowls of water, 1 tablespoon will be fine. It helps with their digestion and can cut down on fleas, ticks, and mites. We also use that when we're bathing them, but that's another video. So we'll just set that aside because it's not for the food. So when you're all feeding, and I've explained this in the other video as well, you want to do 80% meat, 10% bone, and 5% organ, 5% vegetable. So I have bone in, skin on, whole chicken leg quarters here that I've already cut into smaller pieces. Like you saw earlier in the video, I bought this today at Walmart for like $4.84 for a 10-pound bag. It's slightly cheaper at H-E-B. I think about 80 cents cheaper per bag at H-E-B when we buy it there. Not downing or endorsing either place, but go H-E-B. I've cut up some sweet potato already. I just get whole fresh sweet potatoes, cut them into about uniform pieces, just so that you know about, you know, the longer you do this, you'll figure out that how much it kind of weighs and how much you need. This is tripe. Today is the first time that we have used tripe. Let me show you what it looks like whole. It is officially the weirdest, most disgusting, and hardest to cut up meat substance I have ever seen in my life. One side looks all weird and hairy. One side is smooth. I had to break out the electric knife and saw through this like a sawzall to get it into small usable pieces, people. It was terrible, but it's really good for them. And when you're using organ meat, you only need a little bit of organ meat, but when you use liver, that can sometimes give them diarrhea if you use too much liver. So you want to kind of switch it up day to day if you can. I have not been able to find heart or kidney locally yet. If you raw feed and you know where I can get heart or kidney, let me know down in the comments. I also have whole eggs, just plain old eggs. They don't have to be organic or anything like that. Eggs are super, super cheap. Today I'm going to be using some sour cream. It aids in digestion and prebiotics and probiotics. If you've seen the other video, I sometimes use sauerkraut, but I'm out today. Old-fashioned oats, which I talked about when I bought this at the store earlier in the video. Contains biotin that helps with their skin, their coat, lots of like 2 or 3 different vitamin Bs that are just really great for their overall health. I have my cinnamon, my turmeric, just like last time. I have these Vet's Best Shed and Itch Healthy Coat vitamins. I am out of Bully Max. Shame on me. I didn't get it ordered in time. So we don't have any of that today, but normally we would give them some Bully Max and some Gorilla Max. You can experiment, use what works for your budget and what works for your dog as far as vitamins go, but they do need good multivitamin, just, you know, a good overall multivitamin. There's a lot of hype out there as far as supplements go, so you pick what works best for you. We've done a lot of research on it. I find it kind of half and half. Some people love Bully Max. Some people say it's not anything to get excited over. We are in the future going to try Liquid Gold. We've heard some really great things about it. So when we get some of that ordered and get it in, we will definitely update you guys on that and do another video. So, the last thing I keep on hand when I'm making their dinners, their, you know, breakfast and dinner, are these wonderful sanitizer wipes. They come in this little jug. We actually got them online from a medical supply thing. But they have them at, you know, Walgreens, drugstores, that kind of stuff. I keep these on hand too. I wipe down their bowls, which I've already cleaned all their bowls. I wipe down my cabinets after we're done. And when they're finished eating, I wipe their mouths with those sanitizer wipes. Not like inside their mouth. I just wipe their faces off so we're not spreading germs. Okay, so let's get started. I'm gonna do one meal for our younger girls because of the weight difference, and one meal for one of our adult dogs.
Mama.
So I'm gonna hand the phone to my son so y'all can watch me do this. Okay, keep it where they can see me, kid. So, I've got my food scale here, and I'm going to zero it out. This is gonna be for one of our adult girls, Electra. She needs 14.4 ounces of meat and bone. Now, I am trying to bulk them up a little bit. Get out the way, Boogie. I'm trying to bulk them up a little bit, so I'm feeding at 5% right now. And she weighs about 50%, so 14.4 might be a little overdoing it for her. But as long as she's not rapidly gaining weight, can they see my face? As long as she's not rapidly gaining weight, this is what we're gonna stick with right now. So that's a little too much. Let's take some back out.
We would rather overfeed a little than underfeed.
So I'm trying to get this to exactly 14.4. Sometimes I don't cut it up well enough. And we gotta redo. There we go, 14.4. Okay, so at 14.4, now we're going to add 0.8 ounces of tripe. So I just chunked these little pieces in there until we get up to 15.2. There we go. Now we're gonna add sweet potato until we get to 1 pound exactly. A little piece. 1 pound exactly. So I'm gonna wipe off my hands before I go any further. We're gonna do 1 good spoonful, I don't really measure this, just 1 good spoonful of sour cream for the probiotics and prebiotics. 1 whole egg, shell and all. My kids are helping, so you can hear them, and you can hear the fur babies in the background. They know it's dinner time and they're getting impatient. So I do 1, these are small spoons, so you want to do about 1 tablespoon of oats. So I do 2 of these smaller
Yes.
ones.
Do.
And then you're going to add a dash of turmeric.
And a dash of cinnamon.
And a dash of cinnamon.
Yes, you do that when you're done.
These Shed and Itch Healthy Coat tablets, you do a half tablet per 10 pounds of the dog. So she's going to get, I give each of the adult dogs 3 per day. So that's for Electra, that's hers. And I just give it to them just like that. Now let's do one of the smaller dogs. They weigh somewhere around 20 pounds right now. So they get 1 whole pound of food per day split into 2 feedings. So they're gonna get 8 ounces in the morning and 8 ounces now. So again, we're gonna start with the chicken and bone.
Yes, you do that when you get ready.
7.2 exactly. So then we're gonna put 0.4 of the sweet potato. And one disc about this size did that for us. So we're at 7.6. And then we're gonna add the tripe up to exactly 8 ounces, which only takes 1 to 2 of these little bitty squares. And you're good there. So let's add her egg, her sour cream,
And her oats.
Again, 1 tablespoon does it. You don't want to overdo it on the oats, because then you can run into carbohydrate and dehydration issues. So turmeric and cinnamon.
Delicious.
And Shed and Itch tablets. And the baby girls are done. I'm going to finish it out with the other dogs and feed them all, and that is our day. Be sure to give us a like, a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Share if you feel generous, and check the bell. Make sure you get notifications. I've got to feed these hungry dogs before they give us all a headache.
Bye, everybody.
Say bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.